Hello, hello. Are we live? Are we on? You guys, what's going on? Industrial Dave, welcome to 6 to 6. You see the thumbnail. I know y'all see the thumbnail. Yes, unfortunately, breaking news, breaking news. There was a refinery accident in San Martinez, California. If you guys have watched any of my videos, I always talk about safety and everything like that. I'm going to talk about the refinery and how dangerous, not that they can be, how dangerous they are, how dangerous they is. I'm telling y'all right now, for any of you guys that watch this video later on, this is going to be very interesting. If you have any questions, I am going to put the link down in the comments. Let me see, copy. You never know. Excuse me. You never know who's gonna get on. Just like usual, guys. If you have any questions, write them in the comments. I do see them. Now, I do have a few videos queued up that I'm gonna play about the accident in Martinez. Now, refineries are extremely dangerous. You're probably gonna hear me say that multiple times, guys. Nothing to be played with. Everything is paperwork. Hurry up and wait because lives are at stake all the time in a refinery, especially when it's live. When the listen, I have been working in this environment my whole adult life. Now, for the most part, with me working in refineries, I always usually work the shutdowns. When it comes to the shutdowns, the refineries are always, again, shut down. Now, the most dangerous parts of when it comes to a shutdown, believe it or not, is when you're actually shutting the unit down and startup. Those are the two most dangerous parts of the refining process, and just for us to come in and get the work done, guys. So I'm going to share my screen. Jesus Christ, I hope I remember how to do this properly. Let's see, we're going to do it like that here. Oh, that's right. I have to add. Nope, that's not how you do it. I'm ruining the show, guys. Present. Haha. Sorry, guys. I'm going to share. Oh, there it is. Cool. I'm going to share the what happened in California. This is in the Bay Area, and we will check it out right now. Here we go.
News in East Bay, where crews are responding to a fire at the Martinez Refinery. Those living nearby are being asked to shelter in place. This was video taken this afternoon. The fire broke out just before 2 o'clock. Huge dark plumes can be seen coming out of the factory. An air quality advisory has been issued for Contra Costa and Solano counties.
Our Suji Nam is at the scene. And Suji, what is the latest? What are you seeing out there?
Brian, Andre, as you can see, there are still plumes of black smoke right here behind me at the Martinez Refining Company. It's been going on for about 5 hours now as Confire crews are working to contain the fire at the steel refinery. Officials gave us an update about half an hour ago saying that 3 employees have been sent to a local hospital for minor injuries and another was treated on site. The Confire battalion chief said it's one main fire, and all they can share at this time is that.
Now, I'm going to pause right there. She said something about the battalion chief. I don't know if you guys know, but the refinery has their own, they have their own fire department inside.
Hydrocarbons are burning. No further details on what exact fuel, but we do know that the refinery provides gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel. Breathing this in is a major health concern, which is why the Contra Costa County Health Department issued a level 3 warning ordering everyone to stay inside. They didn't elaborate what chemicals or toxins could be circulating in the air right now, but the county supervisor said residents in the Martinez and Pacheco area and those living north of the refinery should not go outside.
Oh, man.
At this point in time, fire is burning pretty ferociously. We are
All
going
right,
to
so
attempt
guys,
to.
I'm gonna stop it right there. So there are a few things that I am gonna talk about that oh I get confused with my mouse, guys. Sorry. A few things that are okay. How do I remove that? Okay, so a few things I want to talk about what they said in the video. The first one is going to be I'm gonna cover this fire real quick, and I know I said fire. There's fire everywhere, right? But there's one key in particular that I am going to share with you guys that you guys should know about, right? So first, this lady's got this mask on. It's not going to do anything. Not in a refinery. But I get it. She's being safe. Now,
See, there are
check
still
this out, guys.
plumes of black smoke right here
All
behind.
right, so this right here, this is called, let's see if I can point right here. This is a flare stack. Now, if you guys live near refineries or anything, sometimes you might see here. I'm gonna do the half screen. Maybe that might be a little better. So the flare stack, sorry, it's backwards. The flare stack that you guys see, that big fire, you want to see that in the refinery. What that is burning off all of the garbage and the trash that's left over from the refining process. Now, on certain nights, sometimes you'll just see smoke coming from the flare stack, and sometimes you'll see a giant flame, and you can hear it pulsating. Sometimes it's just a little flame. All that is they're burning off all the excess fuel and trash and garbage that was left over. When you see that thing from the freeway or whatever it is, I know it can be very scary, intimidating. Trust me, you want to see that. You want to see that. The bigger it is, it's okay. Relax. It's there to burn off all the garbage. That's what you want to see. That's a good sign. So I'll play it a little more. There was something else that she said that was interesting.
Crews are working to contain the fire at this fuel refinery. Officials gave us an update about half an hour ago saying that 3 employees have been sent to a local hospital.
Okay, so that's another one. So the employees that were sent to the hospital. This is one thing that I do want to talk about. I'm going to go to full screen here real quick, guys. So this is a little tricky when it comes to, oh, where's my screen? Oh, okay, I'm removing it. This is a little tricky when it comes to working in the refinery. When you are, so you have the guys that work at the refinery full time, right? So let's give an example and say Chevron, right? You have the employees that work at Chevron Monday through Friday. That's where they go. Oh, that was terrible. Sorry, guys. Then you have the people like us or whatever who are contractors. We come in for a certain amount of time, maybe 2 weeks, a month, or 3 months, whatever it is, and we come and do our thing. Now, when these refineries have issues, you have operators. Now, the operators are there, they're at their units. Every refinery has a unit and an operator. The operator's job is to operate and take care and maintain their unit. That's it. They have one unit that they have to maintain. Now, when emergencies happen and there are subcontractors on site, the operators can see in the control room and they see, just like on the movies, the pressures are going up and all that stuff is starting to get crazy. They will call out on the radio, hey, 2.2 or whatever it is. They'll call the main contractors and say, hey, we're having an emergency. You need to evacuate. That's real. So if you hear that from the radio, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. That means the operators are paying attention. They see stuff they don't like, and they will evacuate you. Now, kind of like the captain has to go down with the ship. That's the operator's job. I hate it. I know. Now, all the subcontractors are gone. So now it's the operator's job. They have to see what they can do from the computer first. And then They got to go to the unit, guys. The actual unit. They have to go to the unit and start. I know it looks like there's just pipes and just all kind of mayhem everywhere. They know exactly what their unit is. They have certain valves that they will literally, just like on the movies, they will go and they'll start turning them off and turning them as fast as they can. They'll climb up ladders, turn them off, and they will be running 100 miles an hour. And whenever you're at a refinery and you see the full-time employees running around, it is time to go. Now, back to the call sign on the radio. Like I said, that's a good sign. Whenever you do orientation at the refineries, they always talk about blast and the horn sounds. Every refinery has a sound that like has an audible alarm sound that, hey, it's time to go. You need to evacuate. Now, if you hear that, I'm not saying it's too late, but it's time to just put your tools down and you got to go. Now, I know this sounds very crazy and everybody wants to run for their life, but this is extremely important. I want y'all to hear me out. You have to be accounted for. You have to be accounted for. And what I mean by that is when there is an emergency, you gotta go to your muster points. Whenever you guys hire in at these places, there is always a muster point. A muster! Sorry, I had to say it. I'm sorry, guys. There's always a muster point. You have to go and get your head count because the refinery fire department is gonna go in and look for you if you're not accounted for. That's a big deal, guys. You're putting another life in danger. And this ain't a house fire. There's chemicals that will burn. I got a giant explosion that I'm gonna show you guys just so you can see what I'm talking about. Guys, this is for real. Now, I am going to get rid of this screen here. Exit out. And this is a present. This is a picture of me at that same refinery, believe it or not. I was at this refinery. How do I share a screen? Boom. Facebook, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there we go. Yes, that is your boy Industrial Dave. Yes. Now I want to point something, guys, out. I want to point something out. This right here. You might see videos of people with this on. This is a chirp, right? It's yellow. It's a chirp. Hence, the name chirp comes from the Tweety birds. Back in the day, before we did not have technology, we used to have to put birds in the confined space, guys. I am not making this up. So what we used to have to do is we used to have to put birds inside of the tank, and they would fly around and then come out. That's when we know we were good to go to work. Now, if the birds went in the tank, didn't come out, we didn't go in. Now, we use birds because the birds have really tiny sensitive lungs, and so they can detect nitrogen and H2S. You're like, well, how did the birds detect it? Because they didn't come back. That's how. But that's why they call this a chirp, guys. So this little thing here, it looks like nothing. I'm telling you, this little thing can detect H2S, LEL, which is lower explosive limit, oxygen deficient environment. So basically, you always want to have this near your breathing zone. So again, guys, this was me at that same refinery that was on fire in 2012. Look at that handsome man. Oh man, that was a really good job. I was in Martinez. I think that was one of my best jobs. I remember when I got laid off. I think I got laid off for like $12,000 or something like that. That was a really cool job. Oh, look at that. That's so corny. Look. That was the same job. That was the same job, guys. I missed that car, man. I don't remember how old I was in 2012. I might have been like 23 or something like that, but that was hard-earned money. That was like 12,000 or whatever. I had a lot of fun on that job. Maybe I think I might have worked there for 5 weeks or something like that, 6-7 days a week. But yeah, the refineries are dangerous. Now, this video that I am getting ready to play for you guys is insane. This is real power. And I mean, when you see this, it's scary. And I'm going to play it step by step because I really want you guys to understand these guys and gals that work in this environment. This is, oh man, this video, I get chills watching this because I could not imagine working here and being in this. All right. So this refinery, I was not at this refinery, but this refinery was in Philadelphia. I don't think it fills a Sunoco or whatever, but I have worked in that area, not this specific refinery, guys. So check it out. Here we go. Now, so step by step, guys. So this right here, I don't know if you see my mouse here, guys, but that little cloud of smoke, that is not smoke, guys. That is a vapor cloud. You notice how, watch when I play the video real quick. Oh, dang, that was fast. So if you notice, steam rises. This is a vapor cloud. It's low to the ground. You see that in a refinery, it's close to being too late. You got to go. You run. Now, this is another thing that you have to pay attention to, and us guys that have experience, this comes instinctively when we see that. The first thing that you have to look for is the windsock. And unfortunately, if you've got a lot of tall buildings around, you might not be able to see the windsock. You're going to have to look for steam in the refinery. Why you say that? You got to see which way the steam is blowing. You got to find which way the vapor cloud is going to blow. This vapor cloud is toxic, not expandable, explosive. You don't know what it is. It's a vapor cloud. It's extremely dangerous. So you have to pay attention to the wind direction to see which way it's blowing, right? And another thing, you see that truck? This is a big rule in a refinery. You never, ever, it doesn't matter how cold it is, you will never, ever, 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 never leave your car, vehicle, whatever it is, running in the refinery if you are not in the car. And even if you're in the car and you leave it running, shut it off. But if you are in the car and you turn and the car is running and you get out, you have to turn the key off. This could be a potential ignition source, but it's not, so we'll play it back. I mean, that vapor cloud is dangerous. 4 a.m. a ground-hugging vapor cloud emerges from the ruptured pipe. I'm telling you, that's scary, man. That's scary. Look at the pickup truck arrives and then retreats. Look how big. That's the same camera. Do you guys see how big that got? That's scary. I'm telling you, you don't want to see that in real life. And this car right here, they see the cloud. They're not going to go in it because why? The car is an ignition source. That's scary. 4:02. Now, pay attention to that time. This is only a minute after. This is a minute after. As the cloud fire expands, the camera is rattled by the first blast. The first blast, guys. Ooh. All right. So it took 8 minutes for the water hose. Now, when I play the water hose, I want you to notice how intense and big the flame is. This is a water hose like the firemen use on steroids. And look how it does absolutely nothing to the fire. Why don't you check this out? Look at that. Look at that. Nothing. You think that's doing anything? 415. Look, so a worker's gonna run towards. Look how little the worker looks. Look at that. Now that worker is either a refinery maintenance personnel, or he could be remembering where the explosion trailers are. Now, in the refineries, you do have explosion trailers. You might not think about it, or if you're new to the refinery, but the how do I get this big right here, guys? The explosion trailers are sometimes you don't even know that you're inside of it, but it looks like a giant Connex, and the door is so heavy. It's heavy. It's a big, heavy door, but you're literally in an explosion-proof Connex, and it doesn't seem like nothing. But this is what this guy could be running for. But you never know. And again, like I explained earlier, the people that actually work at the refinery full time, they have to do their job. So we will continue. Look at that person. They are so little. That's scary. Another blast, guys. Look at this. Now look at this one. So here goes the climax. 422. The last explosion occurs. Multi-ton drums go airborne. Now I'm going to play this several times, and I'm going to go back to this. So I am just going to play it all the way to the explosion on the full screen so you guys can see it. One last time. Here we go. Here's the full explosion. Here we go. This is intense. That's intense. That's scary. Look at that smoke. Look at that smoke. Look how it just sucks it back. Oh my God. That's so scary, man. You're not surviving that. You're not surviving that. The Connex will though, but check this out. Look what this aired live. Check this out. Look, this is crazy. Look at this. That is insane. You guys don't want. Oh man, I'm telling you, that is insane. Look at the pan. Look at the pan out. That mushroom cloud is humongous. Now look. Now check this out, guys. Check this out. There's something I want you to notice. All right, I'm gonna pause it right here. Oh wait. Here we go. So I want you guys to notice the word multi-ton drums go airborne. Guys, these multi-ton drums, these things weigh thousands and thousands of tons, not pounds. Thousands of tons. You hear me? Not pounds. These drums are, dude, I'm not exaggerating. Some of these drums are 200 and 300 foot in the air and weigh, these drums could easily weigh 10 tons. Easily. And I'm light on that. Wait, 10 tons, that's nothing. Let's say 100 tons for sure. 100 tons, easy. Now look at the immense pressure. The explosion launches this thing like a soda can. I want you to look in the, I'm trying to do my hand. Look in where it says, you see the word drums right there? Keep your eye right there and you will see the drum launch in the air. Keep your eye right where it says drums, right here, the word. Now I'm going to put it back to the full screen and I want you to look and see how that thing catapults. Oh man, not this explosion. That's the explosion, not this view. But that, man, dude, you're not surviving that. That is just, that's crazy. That is so freaking dangerous, man. All right, right here, guys. You see the arrow? Look at the can. Watch. Look at this thing. Boom. Did you guys see that? Look, I'm gonna I'm gonna pause it. That thing, this right here. Look, I'm gonna put this in perspective. So right where my mouse is, right, this tall tower right here is probably 300 foot in the air. This is probably 300 foot tall. This can or a drum, I'm calling it can. This drum right here probably is about 50 foot tall and this probably at least weighs 20 to 30,000 pounds. Easily. Easily. Now I know I said earlier, but now I can really see it. This thing probably weighs 30,000 pounds. Now look how it's launched. Is it fair to say that this thing probably went 2 football fields? Look at this. That's in. Look at that. Look at the power of that. Go! Dude, that's a soda can. That thing launched like a soda can. And by then I mean, this is insane. Now, this doesn't just happen. I don't want to scare you guys too much from working in the refineries because we need you guys. We need you guys out there. I don't want to scare you guys too much, but this is important because these type of accidents don't just happen. This explosion did not just happen in 30 minutes, guys. Levels. This is the operator's job. The operator also has to look and take notes of, you know what? This valve hasn't been replaced in 10 years. We need to replace it. This pump hasn't been fixed. It's been ticking like this for 4 years. It needs to be replaced. Again, like I always say, the equipment never fails. Never. It's always human. It's the humans every time that make things like this happen. It's human error. Oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to get it on the schedule. I'm going to take care of this. This is what can happen very, very fast. Now, once the operator notices all the gauges and the clusters and everything is going off, it's time to panic. Now, this explosion at 422, you saw what happened. It took approximately 22 minutes from the time that this explosion was, from the time the fire was small to the explosion. So just imagine, I know it sounds crazy, but imagine the ground that you need, that you can cover in 20 minutes of running full speed you can do a lot. Within 20 minutes, or let's say even within 10 minutes, you can be at the top of the unit and get down and get shelter for sure. But guys, things like this, they do happen. Refineries are they are very dangerous. One thing, I don't know, but maybe some guys can agree with me out there. One thing that I do at these refineries is when I'm working in these refineries, I'm always looking to see where the oxygen packs are. I know it sounds crazy, but man, it is every man for themselves, guys. They ain't that many oxygen packs that are at the refinery because by then everybody's supposed to be out. They've got packs everywhere and they're 30 minutes. So you can do a lot with the oxygen pack in 30 minutes and escape. But man, this thing is just, I got to play it back because it just blows my mind how, man, dude, that is just, man, that is, dude, that is a mushroom cloud for your ass. Oh my god. Look at that. That lit up the sky. That's a fireball if I have ever seen one. Jeez, man. But guys, if you have not seen, I got videos about the refinery and I talk about safety. Our men and women are out here daily working at these that is ticking me off. I'm seeing something in the corner of my eye. The men and women are working at these places 6 days a week, 7 days a week, thousands of miles away. I've worked in Bayway, New Jersey refinery. I've worked in refineries in Channelview, Texas, Los Angeles, California. I showed you the refinery in this video that caught on fire. I was literally there in 2012. Acordes, Washington, Fort Saskatchewan in Alberta, Canada, Suncor in Alberta, Canada, Husky Refinery down in outside of Duluth in Wisconsin. These refineries are very dangerous, and so we have to do our due diligence as trades members and tell each other to, hey, make it home, work safe. Do you have your H2S monitor on you? Remember that little chirp I was talking about? You got to have that on you at all times. Everything is hot. You never touch the pipes. There's hundreds of miles of pipes in a refinery. Just don't touch it. Guys, if you got some water or something, throw the water on it. It's probably hot. You would be surprised how many pipes don't look like they're hot, and they're probably 400 degrees. So, guys, I hope that you learned something from this live. Do me a favor, share the channel, tell people about it. If you're interested in finding a job where you can make 6 figures a year with just a high school diploma, no education, no nothing, we need you, guys. We need you. And you know, it's funny now. I looked on camera and I'm I'm wearing this Canadian sticker. I hope they're not too mad at us for the tariffs. But hey, guys, listen. Whatever it is, we will still come up there and help you guys man your jobs in Alberta. I know you guys can't man them. You guys got a lot of work up there. I still love working in your territory. Thank you for letting me make thousands of dollars in Alberta, guys, in Fort McMurray, Edmonton, and Fort Saskatchewan. Thank you for allowing me in your country. But hey, I might have to stay home this time, guys. So anyways, welcome to 6 to 6. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Play it back. Hit the dislike button, whatever. The like button. Don't like nothing. Watch it. Whatever. Whatever you do, just stay safe, guys. All right? I appreciate you watching. I'm out.